Oh, Jeff.
So Pacific Northwest Pressure and Houston Zone. I'm actually step out here in a second because I got to go check on Haley, make sure the youth division is going and streaming well. So I will see you guys back in a little bit.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, see you, buddy.
Game on.
So here we go. Both teams break out. Looks like Houston lost one on the Dorito side.
Yep. So we're in our
Pressure
last,
on the left, Houston Zone on the right.
Our last two sets of D4 X Bowl. I believe there might be. This is the last set for D4 X Bowl on this field.
Yes.
And I believe if the second field, the underfield, isn't already done, then they have one more set as well. They've got the other last set. But it looks like that field might be cleared now.
So Pacific Northwest Pressure here is pushing the snake. Oh,
Nice
lost their snake
shot.
player and lost their snake side tower.
Zone moving down the snake here, and
he's going to get this.
second
He's going to
break.
get this can here in a second.
Yeah, he's just got to shoot that blind
Pressure-
shot over
Pressure
the cake.
pushes out to Dorito can, out to Dorito 1 to try to widen the field a little bit, down on bodies.
Zones player is going to try to look inside, see if we can't maybe get a blind shot.
I think with the amount of players that ran off on Pressure, Zone is really trying to figure out where the bodies are.
Yeah.
I don't think they saw that second body come out because it was so fast. So they're trying to assess the field right now, figure out where they're going. Pressure snake side player pushing past the 50.
Zone snake player does know that there's a can.
All right, one left for Pressure here. Pressure calling the kill. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the towel.
good job on that.
Towel.
So Houston Zone coming out swinging.
Point approved. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Now you're in Tennessee. You're a man about town.
Been put some miles on the car, that's for sure.
Game on.
Let's come out. Teams break out. Fairly conservative breakouts for both teams. Nobody pushing the
Zone
snake.
dying out of that middle.
Yep. Oh, Zone taking 2. There's 2 down for them. Pressure.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm glad he got a shot. I can't stand people playing that spot. There's so many other spots.
You've been saying that all weekend.
There's so many other spots that have better shots and are better protected.
Pressure knows too. Pressure has got a very, very good call on the field here. They know where the
Pressure's
bodies
already
are.
up in the 50
Oh,
snake.
they just took another body out. Took it from that Dorito side tower. Pressure still 5 alive here.
Yeah, so this 50 snake is
The 50 snake thought twice. He was inside trying to be cute inside the knuckle there, and he had to get back real fast.
almost shoots his own player. Now he's shooting cross field.
Oh, and Pressure loses their snake side tower here. The snake player for Houston is decided he's going to check in now.
Oh, crack.
On the visor.
Just like that, 2 players down.
Believe we're in a 2-on-2? 3-on-2?
3-on-2.
Yeah,
3-on-2.
Pressure's got 3 left. Zone's got a good cross here. Dorito 1 and Snake 1.
Pressure has just pushed up to Dorito 2.
Yeah.
Talking across the field. There's good communication. They're trying to find the bodies to figure out how they're going to break this. Oh, the Pressure player here in the can is living very tight.
Pressure makes a move up to Dorito 3.
Pressure's home player putting the pressure on the snake. Terrible joke.
Pressure's stuck in this
Hey,
snake side can. He needs to get on his horse.
Where was the Badum-ching when Curtis was calling BDC Badum-ching? I was in your
on there.
seat. That's right. You were.
I couldn't hear it.
Poor Chris was having to work around me as I was sitting in his seat. Pressure taking the snake now. Trying to find a body. Lots of time left. Pressure knows they need to get this point to tie the ball game up.
Oops. Camera got blitzed.
Pressure looking cross field from the snake, trying to find the body on the Dorito side. I think the zone player just moved from the snake to the stand-up can to try to get a better angle. I think he was very comfortable there.
Zone bumping up to Dorito 2. And now Dorito 3.
Oh, and
Zone's
this,
going. Oh, but he's got
Zone-
two guns on him
yes,
now.
Yes. Oh, the pressure player got shot over there, and now it's a 2-on-1. Oh, and look at that.
Ooh.
Just like that.
Good job on zone to
Houston
hold their
zone.
zones.
Yep.
Held their zones, close it out.
Towel.
Hats
Towel.
off to them.
Point approved.
No, people are kind of, smelling the barn, like getting close to home. There's at this point going for broke.
10 seconds.
Expect to see pressure trying to push this time. They need to get up a point here to make this a game.
Game on.
Teams break out. Oh, and zone loses one right off the break. Their home player gets shot right in the head.
Going up to Curtis's favorite bunker.
That's a minor.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh,
So,
they're
yeah,
pulling
when you start getting refs jumping, saying hit, it's usually going to be followed by some laundry.
Yeah. That player in the snake corner looks
Oh,
like
and
he got
pressure
blasted.
took another one there in the corner.
So
So
is that just one alive?
I think it's just one alive. Zone's
Just-
pushing hard. Oh, zone player almost took one. He's asking for a check. He's clear. He took a bounce right off the forehead. He'll feel that tomorrow.
No, that's two. Okay. No. Pressure has two. They have both wings right now.
Okay, both wings filled. And there's a towel.
Towel. Towel.
Hey,
That was like 20.
Hey, I-
21.
10 seconds.
I resemble that remark. That's why I was glad when Chris Cox is around. I'm not the oldest guy. He's probably going to kick me in the shins later for making fun of
Game
him.
on.
All right, both teams break out. Pressure trying to push the snake.
Zone losing one, trying to delay too long in that dead zone. Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Something still somehow at the end of prelims, some of these teams still haven't figured out like that dead zone closes off in about 3 to 5 seconds. So if you're still in there, you're probably dying.
Well, I think part of it is also, I mean, again, we're talking about the, Division 4 players. They don't really have that internal clock yet. I mean, after playing for a long time, you start to get that clock in your head. You know when those zones are going to close out. You know when the lanes are going to start to break down. People start to move.
So zone losing their Dorito Tower. That was Pressure's snake player number 11 getting the crossfield shot on him, and I believe also getting the Dorito 1 player.
So pressure is going to actually pull this one. I think they're dropping bodies left and right here for zone. I think they only have the home player left now, and he's living hard back there.
Yep, just one left alive for zone. And
he's
there
out.
He goes.
There it is. 5:28
And
left.
They're gonna run the clock in.
They got time to check. They're going to check, but they need to clock this point in
Yeah.
so they can get back in this game.
Base.
Good job from pressure, adjusting and figuring out where they need to make the shots here.
If zone wins with a good point margin, they could potentially
20
jump
seconds.
up to second place in this bracket.
I agree.
I think it's possible.
Curtis, anything's possible.
10 seconds.
Pressure and heat, so they're going to be moving into X ball here. Zone up 3-1 on pressure.
Game on.
Pressure going to make a big run of the snake here.
Zone losing one.
Pressure losing one as well. 4-on-4. Both teams push the snake.
Yeah. So if zone can win with a big enough point margin here, pressure's already sitting at first in their bracket. They're going to move on. They've got a big point spread. But zone may be able to jump two standings in their bracket and move out if they can beat pressure here. If they can close out this game here, we may see an upset for some teams to get sent home who thought, hey, our record's good enough. We can get in.
A lot hanging on this game for other teams.
Yeah. Definitely one of those. If they lose, we may get it. If they win, we might not.
Not a good place to be sitting on a Sunday. So zone is actually pushing the stake. They're actually getting some backup there. Pressure makes a bump up here to the sink side tower. Just looking inside.
Yeah, and if somebody at home watching wants to do the math for me.
See, Curtis, you made the mistake right off the jump. You never math in public.
No.
It's one of my rules to live by. Wow, not a shot fired in anger here. There we go. Now the guns start to run. Both teams in the snake. Zone pushed up here to the little wedge here, the knuckle in the snake.
KP said, if you hit, that's it.
That's the yep. So Pressure losing their home or their home small tower there. Pressure pushing the snake though. Oh, look at that! He took
Another
out
one.
the snake side tower. Snake player. This is the same trap I keep seeing a lot of these players get into. They start wrapping this thing and not paying attention. And there's a snake player.
There's
Look,
one.
see, like I've seen too many players doing that. They wrap that.
You
those
just
snake
go
side-
to sleep. Yeah.
Well, you know, back in the day, we say if you can wrap, you can go. You know, I mean, at a certain point, you just need to either clear through or stay back because they keep wrapping that snake and then they get caught.
So I believe this is a 2-on-2 here.
2-on-2, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Zone is completely content just letting this clock run.
They are, but honestly, I think they need the points.
Yeah, I
As
agree.
many points as they can get right now. If they can get this one and one more, you know.
Slow methodical point here. Put
He's
him up
gotta-
4-1.
he's gotta be
Look at this!
careful.
Look at this! The tower didn't notice the snakes there and got him. So again, more sloppy snake play here. Not paying attention. The snake side tower made him pay for it. So Pressure still has their snake side tower standing up here.
Ref
Oh,
running
no,
in.
yep, zone checking the wedge. The Dorito side wedge.
Oh,
See.
Pressure losing.
Just one
Dorito
body left
side.
alive for Pressure.
He's in a good spot though. He's standing up on that tower.
Yeah.
He knows his snake
There
side is
it
clear.
is.
Oh, and then there he goes. Zone pulling out another point here.
Towel. Towel.
Good towel
Towel.
from
So
Pressure.
zone needs one
Point
more to get a
approved.
mercy win. Probably not.
20 seconds.
All right, here we go. Got Houston Zone on the left, Pressure on the right. Like Curtis and some of the folks in the chat have said, Houston wants to get this mercy rule. They want a 5-1 so
10
they can jump the
seconds.
bracket here. Find themselves
And
a
it's,
better
and
seating.
it's not like they're jumping two teams.
Yeah, and
If they
again,
get a
that seating,
5-1 here.
that seating is going to help them. And looks like the zone is going to make the run for the
Game
snake.
on.
Pressure takes snake side corner. They take both towers. Looks like both teams went 5 up, so nobody off the breakout drop. That's
Yeah, if I'm zone, I'm sending my best 5 out here saying, hey, you know what to do. Go play paintball.
That's the speech you used to give me all the time before we played. Pressure is taking the snake down from the snake side corner to the snake 1. Both towers are just
And-
living low in the towers, shooting their zones for Pressure. Pressure making the
into
push to the snake
snake
2. Yep. Pressure does not want them to get that last point. I think they know what their point spread is. So I think that
Yeah.
you
You're saying, hey, let's send these guys home. Pack it.
yeah, I think you
Send them home now.
hit that down on the head, Curtis. They know the point spread. They know what's at stake here. Pressure snake player backing off the snake a little bit, trying to find that better angle there across field to try to hit that Dorito side tower.
Because, you know, it's one of those things like, hey, these guys have given us such a hard fought match. Like, I think this might have been Pressure's hardest match they've had all day. At least, you know, that's what the points reflect, I think. So it's, you know, hey, if these guys move
60
on,
seconds.
we could potentially see them later in the tournament again.
1 minute left. Snakes Pressure, snake side player up in snake 3. He's looking across field, trying to find the shots. Still 5 alive for Pressure. I think still 5 alive for Zone, actually.
Yeah.
Pressure, big buy to Dorito too.
Snake side corner, trying to tell his player where the bodies are. Pressure.
Pressure push, trying to get a
Oh
point.
yeah,
here.
they push across the 50. They're in the
Yeah.
wing.
30 seconds.
Oh, and then bodies have to drop on Zone. Oh. Snake side player for Pressure going out after crossing the 50. Didn't get the body though, so now Zone lost their Dorito side tower. Pressure losing their 50 wing player. Just a little slappy slide here for Pressure. Almost overstood that bunker and almost had to pay for it.
Game time
That's
finished.
the game.
Game stopped. No points. Game finished.
Congratulations to Houston Zone. 4-1 win over Pacific Northwest Pressure.